what is our questioning to you? Just some practice or what else is going on?
You know me, I don't duck anything. Whatever y'all got.
Is it hard to keep businesses? I know you try to get the business as usual approach, but you got a preseason game, 5 days. You don't know what the situation is going to be with Chris. Is it hard? How difficult is this? Even after tonight, last night?
Well, all things being relative, based on where we are in our society, it's not that big of a deal. But when I look at my body of work as a coach and how much I love this game and how much I want to prepare and get guys ready to play, it's a major distraction. And I'm amazed at how much has gone into all of this. We had such a great building block year last year, and we're not even talking about that. We're talking about all this other fluff stuff. And so from that standpoint, I'm bothered by the distraction that this has become. And it's one of those situations where I don't know the right answer. I don't even know if I have a right answer to give you guys, because I have my opinion. But I have 5 children and a wife, and my opinion may cost me a lot of money. But it has become a huge distraction.
Do you hope that there's some type of finalization of some where things are getting a little clearer here?
Yeah, you'd like that, but I can't deal in that. I have to do the best job I can to get guys ready to play, and yet this situation continues to be thrusted into the forefront. We're not talking about whether or not Quincy improved. We're not talking about Mac working on a jump shot. We're talking about all this other stuff that it's just a bit, it sours the moment, in my opinion. And it's really sad, all the good stuff that happens in the NBA, and especially last year, that we're talking about these situations the way we are.
Obviously, you guys have 9 guys that were, our new faces that were invited here. What are some of the things that you're looking for from these guys in this rapid situation?
We may need some of those guys to play.
Yeah.
And we've talked to those guys about being ready and having an opportunity to play in the NBA, something that you can't just sneeze at. It's a golden opportunity for some of these guys. We'd like to be able to see guys play consistently. And it doesn't mean they have to go in and score points. We're looking for guys who can defend and rebound, and guards who can run a team, get the ball down the floor and get into an offense. Things like that. You're looking more for glue guys when you have a group like this. And we've seen some guys who've stepped up the last couple of days and played pretty well. So I'm not going to get excited about those guys. We've done that in the past. But a couple of guys have raised our eyebrows a bit.
It's hard to believe, but there's actually a game against Memphis in 5 days from now.
Right.
Have you thought about that at all yet? Or?
Yeah, I mean, the competitor in me wants to win every time you step on the floor. And something in me clicks on game day. No matter who you have, you feel like you can win that game. And so, first preseason game coming out of a lockout, ideally you want to be able to get on the floor and get guys playing NBA basketball at a high rate, a high level. I think the winning part of it will come up as the game progresses, but right now we just want to be able to put a good product on the floor.
Would you commend the professionalism that Chris has shown doing this, what he's doing, practicing hard, focusing in on things like that, not to single him out, but do you think he's shown a lot of professionalism?
I think it's something that's bothering him. I think he's human. I think it does bother him that all of this stuff is swirling around his name and his career. Chris is Chris. think this would be a distraction for anybody. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys asked him if he felt that way. He might not say so, but we're all human.
So you gonna get him here so he can talk to him?
No. Shucks, man. Yeah, I'll leave that alone.
Can you talk about, of the new additions, is there anyone who's really stood out so far?
Nah, you know, to say that after a couple of days would be jumping the gun. We did that last year with a guy, and he didn't pan out well for us. Once we got into the games, it was a totally different story. And so the group of guys that we have here, they've done the best job they can as far as understanding plays, understanding our schemes, and trying to pick up a lot of stuff in 3 or 4 days. Mm-hmm. That's hard.
Is there any difference in terms of the energy of this camp, having so many young guys compared to the camps that you've been a part of in the past?
Well, I think the energy, you know, usually in camp you have good energy no matter what the situation is. Unfortunately, we have energy and other stuff going on, and so I think guys are a bit distracted, trying to figure out what's going on. And at the same time, it's my job to put the flag out there and point us in that direction of achieving a goal. And for us, right now, it's to get us ready to play Phoenix on opening night.
You still going two today?
No, we're going to take this evening off. I just think our guys need it with all that's going on. I'm just trying to be smart about the emotional side of being a basketball player, so we're going to take tonight off.
I know that Brian Butch was brought in kind of before the other 9 guys. Is there anything about his game that is particularly intriguing?
Well, he can shoot the ball to be as tall as he is, and you know, that's where the league has shifted late the last 10 years or so. The guy that I thought kind of changed the game slowly but surely, kind of under the radar, was Pat Garrity. He was a taller guy who could stick it from the outside. He reminds me of Pat because, you know, he's not really great at putting the ball down, not really athletic, but he can really shoot the ball. So he's been a guy who has shown us some promise as far as shooting with range.
With such a young camp, do you have to really kind of focus a lot on fundamentals with the guys, kind of press upon finding their mark on rebounding and boxing up?
Well, we've talked to our guys about doing the simple things better than everybody else. The things that most teams take for granted, we can't do that. Defending and rebounding, setting screens, taking care of the basketball. It's going to be a premium for us because at this point we don't have a lot of talent on the floor based on NBA talent. So we have to do the simple things better than everybody else.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.